Yay, hooray! Good morning, afternoon, evening. Happy August to you. Oh, hey! You're here early. Hey, hi. Thanks for coming in. Hope you're doing well. Happy August / end of July. Probably gonna take it easy today, hopefully. It's not hopefully, but more like I don't intend to go super long today, but I have been going super long for the past like 5 streams. But yeah, I'll be drawing and maybe a little animating, we'll see. That's the plan. I have deviated from my plan for like the past 3 streams at least. So I say I'm gonna do that, or I say that's what I want to do, but I'll probably not be that. Who knows, maybe some anecdote will be brought up and I will completely pivot to drawing that instead. I hope you guys are doing okay. I'm like... Cool, he looks so cute, thank you. You can see him over here. An old OC of mine that I wanted to draw again. And then kind of want to do maybe like a GIF, like a quick little animation type thing. Mostly just for fun, for practice. What was I about to say? Yeah, I'm like... I'm like a little tired today. So yesterday I started trying out Live 2D and I hate it. I like actually feel like it sucked all the energy out of my bones. Like I'm so tired. I did, yeah, just kind of like experimenting and seeing if I can do it. It's really difficult. All the kind of like sliders and parameter type things. This is super not the kind of thing I'm used to. So it's a lot to just wrap my head around just from the get-go, right? Like just step 1, it's already a lot. I tried some like maybe not basic, but like the starter stuff, like the kind of first steps, like blinking animations and stuff like that. And even that took me like hours just trying to figure out how to make something that looks decent. So maybe one day I'll have some kind of working model. I mean, I do a lot of frame by frame animations, so I don't think I'll stop doing that, but I'm like so used to that it's hard to kind of change my mindset when I'm doing something on like Live 2D, which sometimes it helps, like understanding key frames basically, but a lot of times it's like, why aren't you just doing the thing I want you to do? Who's the person you're drawing? This is my OC. An old OC of mine from like 10 years ago. It was mostly just because I wanted to draw a boy that looked like this, like a character, but I didn't really feel like doing fan art. Let's just do some like basic sketching first. And let me get a decent brush here. And I don't know. Okay, there it is. I'd say rigging looks kind of tedious, but that's me. Were you working on that? Yeah, I was trying some rigging, and it is exactly that. I mean, yeah, it's tedious and it's confusing, and I mean, I've never really tried it before. Like, I think a long time ago, kind of when the software was more new, I remember trying it, or something similar. It was like a much lighter version of Live 2D, and I tried like animating a character and doing basic like facial expression type things. So it's not like I've never done those kinds of like slider and parameter movement kind of things, but not to this extent with like a bunch of separation. And I know people use Live 2D for like other kinds of animation and motion graphic-y type things. Use them for stingers, things like that. I'm not sure if I'll do that because I like to do frame by frame animation, but yeah. Hello there, I've been subbed for a while, but finally had the time to catch a stream. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. Thanks, Ichigo. No worries, I'm glad you could catch a stream. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry, I probably start streaming at weird times for some people. But thanks for coming in, and thanks for subbing and then being subbed. I know my content has sort of shifted back and forth. So I do appreciate people that stick around or, you know, follow me for one thing and then don't mind watching the other kind of stuff. I hope you're doing well too. I was just talking about how I'm super tired today because last night I decided to try Live 2D and it was a lot. I mean, regular frame by frame animation is also a lot. But even if I were to have a like really nice Live 2D VTuber model kind of thing, you know, just saying. What if, brought to you by Marvel Studios, I don't think I would stop using my PNG tuber models altogether. I really like kind of how they look, and there's like different moods and different kind of things you want to use on different days. And you don't always want your camera on too. Sometimes you just want to be able to sit back and not have to really act. I talk like I know, but I mean, I do know some people who, with like their VTuber models, even though they themselves aren't seen on the camera, like it's their model, they do a lot of like big movements and acting to get the motion to track and it be more fun. And so I know it can get really tiring. That sounds tough. I can't imagine how much work goes into that. Yeah, I don't... It got to a point where, like at night, I was like, well, why am I doing this to myself? And like, I guess I can always just hire someone who knows how to do that. All the rigging and stuff to do it. But I think I just wanted to try it myself first, I guess. If I really can't. I had maybe like 5 YouTube tutorials up at the same time last night too. I was just trying to get the eyes to move. Yeah, big respect to Reggers. Just like to get the shapes in first. And then do the details after. Yeah, I keep making these faces a little too squished. They look a little too young. Childish. Do we have a reference for how long a rigging work takes? I don't know. I don't know like an average, but like I think it also depends on how experienced you are and how the kinds of like shortcuts you use. And I don't mean shortcuts as in like the kind of, you know, quote unquote like cheating, but more like copy and paste kind of things. Because something I learned last night is you can do all the rigging and all the physics and all that kind of stuff on like one eye, for example. So you do all of the physics, all of your movement on like the left eye, and you could just basically like copy and paste it and flip it to the right eye, or you could do it manually, or depending on how intense your settings are that you've made, or yeah, there's ways to make it quicker. Again, I'm talking like I mean, that's just what I figured out last night, but I think even then, sometimes it doesn't work exactly the way you want it to, or if you have asymmetrical parts, or different details. Because, like, for example, different models and different character designs will have different things. Like, if their eye, like left eye and right eye, are different, or there's asymmetry within like the hairstyle or something, you can't really just mirror it. Or maybe you can, I don't know. Hi. And I hope the weather is doing, not the weather is doing okay, but you guys are doing okay. It looks like it's going to probably rain soon here, and news was talking about how big storms are coming in, and it could really bring up that temperature, so I'm a little worried. Might get a couple of days of groceries after this stream, so I don't have to go out this weekend. Lucky, I want rain so bad. It might be a lot of rain though. I think a storm is coming, but it might just be skirting like my area where I live, so I probably won't get hit too bad. But it's almost worse, because when you get a lot of the rain, at least, you know, that's nice. It's like, the rain's so nice and it's really calm, and then you get all the sounds and it's all good. But when it just misses you, you get all like the humidity and none of like the nice ASMR. Stay safe regardless. Yeah, I don't want to go out in the storm. It's been really hot and humid in the way. What you drawing? I am drawing my OC, my original character. And my plan is to do a simple drawing and then do simple animations for it, like a blink or a smile or a little peace sign, like hand wave, something really simple. That's my plan, but I don't know. I've been saying that I'll draw something and then completely change my idea for the past few streams. So we'll see. Heavy rain can be a little worrying, especially if you're worried about losing electricity or something. Yeah. That's always kind of the fear. And then it's not so bad for me because I'm kind of on like a hill. So we don't get too much of like streets getting flooded and all that. But I'm also by a lot of trees and like the little parks and stuff. So it's more that it gets kind of messy if there's big rain. Do you want to ramble a bit about said OC and cute? I have a few OCs trying to make more lore for them right now. Cool. I'm jealous. I'm very... So I'm gonna tackle both of those at the same time because rambling about my OCs is like... For me, I am not very good at making like lore and backstories and all those kinds of things. It's not like I'm not interested in them, but it's either I don't come up with anything good or I don't come up with anything I'm satisfied with. Like when I play D&D and stuff like that, for example, it takes me so long to make my character because I'm just never really satisfied with like, oh, their story could be a little bit more interesting, but if I, make their story too fleshed out, then I'll get kind of stuck in my ways in the game, so I need to make it a little bit less, like, ambiguous, a little bit more, here and there. So I'm really, really bad about that kind of stuff. My secret is that none of my OCs ever have lore. They're really just excuses for me to draw. So a lot of times my OCs, they don't really have story. It's more that like, oh, I just like characters that look like this, so I made a character that looked like it, that looked, that had those features and looked like what I wanted to draw, or a character design that I kind of like. So I just had a character that I could always have to draw that would be fun, because sometimes you don't always want to draw fan art, even if you still like really like that series or whatever. Sometimes you just don't want to draw fan art, or it's like, oh, this I want to draw this character in this kind of situation, but I don't think that would fit with the character I like that looks like that. Well, good thing I have an OC that I could do whatever I want. Yeah, I feel like it's just like an unsatisfying answer, because when I get asked like, oh, what's your character's story? Like, what's their backstory? What's their lore? I'm like, one day I wanted to draw a boy with spiky hair, but I didn't really want to draw, fan art for this shonen anime, so that I was into at the time. So I made my own. But yeah, like, what I was saying, that I'm super jealous of people that can just have a bunch of OCs with a bunch of different stories and characters that kind of interact with each other. Because I am not like that. Let me just get this face shape right, because again, I keep making him look too young, like a teenager or a child. He's a little bit older than that, like a little bit older than teenager, so I don't want to make him look too childish. Totally true, drawing your own OC is a good break from drawing fan art because you're indulging your own interests and having fun, yeah. And you can kind of just make up your own rules. Like, drawing fan art is super fun for me, but yeah, sometimes you're just not in the mood to do it. You create a canon. Drawing OCs for media you like is so fun. I love seeing how creative people can get, throwing them into the mix of their fandoms. Yeah, I used to be really big into making like series, like fandom OCs. I don't really do that anymore. No, that's way too. But I used to do that a lot. And then, yeah, even though I don't do that much anymore, there's always just times where I'm like, man, if this series came out when I was like 14, I would have so many OCs and I would have versions of myself like in that canon. I'm trying to think that I made like OCs for. God, I'm so old. I can't remember right now. Like I can't remember like a specific fandom OC that I've made. I know it was something I used to do like a lot though. You know, like making your own like Pokemon self, Pokemon character, trainer, those kinds of things. I mean, recently I was thinking, like, oh man, if like Hero Academia came out when I was in middle school, I would make so many characters. Alright. Ooh, I'm so bad at drawing them out. I hope I don't sound too sleepy. You can kind of hear it. I'm still making this like head and jaw shape a little too round for my liking, so I'll fix this up a bit. Oh, since you're also a Hollister's fan, did you see the announcement for their 3D Live? Yes, I did. Just before the stream, and I was like preparing to do. I was like, oh, I'll do a quick stream today. I saw it posted, and I was like, I like freaked out. I'm really, really happy for them. I think it was a long time coming. Took a sip of water. Yeah, I'm super excited. Yeah, we won. I'm really, really excited to see their idol outfits because I've really been waiting for. Ooh, calling it a work just for that. Yay. Yeah, I've waited so long to see their idol outfits because yeah, they haven't gotten. I mean, even Altair and Axel haven't gotten like official idol outfits yet. Where the JP side has gotten like 2 or 3 at least. It would be. Yeah. It literally just maybe like an hour ago, half an hour ago. I don't think they have like they had official idol outfits yet. I don't think so. Cause they haven't really had like a 3D, like an official like concert type event. You know, they've had their streamed 3D lives, but nothing like the JP side has yet. And I hope to get that one day, like a in real life venue kind of event. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of fan designs. I mean, I've seen a lot where it's, you know, they use the idol outfits that the Japanese All Stars have, and then they kind of use the colors, or they do a little bit of different changes. So there's fan designs. Yeah, they haven't. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, like I said, I think it's been a long time coming. And I hope the JP side gets 3D Live soon. I was at the 5th anniversary live concert. That was super fun. They did like a preview where they aired or like streamed the first couple songs of the 5th anniversary concert, the Moving On concert, and I won't say where I am because it's just like an aerial, you know, top-down shot of the crowd, and I won't really see like where I am, but you can see me. Like, I remember where I was sitting, and then like I've watched it, and I'm like, oh, that's me. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm very, very happy for them. Yeah, it's not like my face isn't on the screen or anything. It's more that it's like a top-down view of the crowd, and I'm like, oh, that's the area I was sitting in, and oh, that outline of the head, like that's me, and that's my pen line, and that's my Roberto Uchiwa. It's more like that one episode of like SpongeBob where he's on the commercial and you see like a corner of his head and his hat peeking out from the back window, and he's like, oh, there I am. It's like that. Yeah, I'm so happy and can't wait for those outfit reveals so that I could just draw that a whole bunch. Trying so slow today. I don't like love that mouth, but I think we'll just keep it like that for now, because I know if I don't, I'll just be redrawing that line, that smile over and over again. I'm so bad at doing them out. Let me make this preview like a little bit bigger, because I know I zoom in and out a lot. Oh, he has Roberu merch and draws Roberu inspired characters. Us. I guess we'll never know what our type is. The funny thing is, I don't think he was really, like... When I first got into All Stars, I didn't think I was going to like him as much as I do. Well, he's like my Kami Oshi now, so of course. But, because I was like, oh, he's like not really my type. I got into All Stars via Shien and Oga. So I was like, oh, I mean, they're kind of more my type. I don't know if I'll really like Roberu. And I don't remember what stream it was or whatever. But yeah, I just watched a couple. Maybe it was clips or recommended streams of his, and I was like, wow, this guy is really, really funny. And then, just me talking about Oshis now, I think it caught me like by surprise how he's really, really silly all the time, but he's also very serious when it comes to like work. And that is my type. And I do really admire and respect that kind of ethic. Drawing looks so good so far, thank you. Yeah, I can, because I can talk about my Oshis all day, all week, all month. But yeah, he's just really funny, and yeah, I enjoyed that, because it was like, oh, I'm not sure if I'll really like this guy, and then it's like, oops, I love this guy. And then I think that has colored my taste, because kind of a joke, not a joke, but something I've been talking about is especially like with like with my husband, it's like, oh, somewhere along the line my taste became like the funny Kansai guy, because that's never really been my type, like the loud kind of super funny Mudomeka type. But lately, even in my favorite real life idol group, the member whose color is orange is also like the funny Kansai loud guy who's really like kind of a jokester, but also he takes his work really seriously, and there's a lot of like gap moe, and because does this thing that I think Roberu does that I also really like, where if he's collaborating with someone or working with someone, he doesn't mind being like the funny one, where so like how can I say this? Like moments where if it would be awkward for the other person who's collaborating with or something, he will like make a joke to take the heat off of them, and so everyone starts focusing on him, so that like the person he's working with can have like a breather. And I like, that's so cool to me, like the awareness and the entertainment, but like being really mindful and careful. That's like so cool to me. But yeah, like I was saying, it was like that was never really my type, and now it's super my type. Like a lot of, yeah, even in the idol groups, like IRL idol groups, I like, oh, when did I start liking the loud orange Kansai one? I have a few types, I guess, when it comes to Oshis and characters I like and stuff. Like when it comes to Roberu in particular, I think so his normal look, like his base look wasn't super my type, but his outfits lately, like all his new outfits, have been extremely to my taste. So that worked out very well for me, and it was really funny. I guess if it comes to looks, like just visuals alone, and if we're just talking about Holostars now, I'd say Ruse is probably the closest to like my usual taste in characters, like character design and stuff. It's probably Ruse. Maybe even Axel. I like that type of look. But also Pipoco is amazing. She's so good. I mean, that the same thing sort of happened to me with the EN, like Holostars EN side, where I was like, oh, I don't know. You know, I bet this this character or this streamer is more my type, and then it completely changed. Me too. Don't usually watch much Holostars content. Are the guys doing well? Yes, I'd say they're doing well. I think they're quite busy, all of them. I mean, and also some of them are sick. I think like Bettel just said he was sick. But I think they're all quite busy, like you know, I know most about my Oshi, so I think that's the most I can say, but like Holostars JP have events coming up. I think they're all busy preparing for that, and Roberu also has a solo event coming up. I think they're gearing up for stuff. And I think today everyone is anticipating an announcement, because August 1st is usually when they announce something for Animate Girls Festival, which is a big otaku event here in Japan for like more female oriented stuff. But I recommend them. They're really funny. I guess it depends what kind of content you like too. Like if you like singing streams, if you like funny stuff, if you like chill stuff, they all have different. Yeah. People can be really weird about it. I think the majority of fans don't mind, but it's like the ones that are annoying about it are loud and annoying, and it's better to be safe. But I always like the Live and Stars collabs, so I always get really excited when they do them. I think with Stars EN, I I can never say who like my Oshi is in EN because it always changes. It might be Battle 2, actually. Okay, that looks pretty good. I know this looks kind of the same. Like I'm basically just redrawing the sketch, but kind of wanted to do different. Like it's for a different purpose. So I promise it'll look different later. Get the shape in. Always do your shapes. I thought about doing like a puzzle game stream today too, but I'm so sleepy today that I thought if I did it, I would just fall asleep. I need to check some settings. Maybe not settings. I don't know what you would call them. But you know how games have like streamer mode and stuff? I think I need to check some of those things on there. I don't want my ID and stuff to get shown. And sometimes games will automatically show that if you just like log in or you start the game for the first time. Battle might be the Hostler member I know about the least. I really recommend watching him. He's really, really funny. There are wild noises coming out from beyond my window. Let's put in the approximation of a hand. Also, a selfish reason I want to do game streams soon is because I have so many games to play and I feel like I don't have enough time to play them. So I'm like, oh, if I play them on stream, then that counts. Now Night Rain just got like a 2-person mode that I really want to play. I've always been more of a clip watcher. I usually can't commit to the whole stream, which is ironic considering the current situation. Yeah. I guess if you're gonna come and stay for the whole stream for every stream, I'm happy it's mine. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I know we wanted hashtags and stuff. We came up with a couple good ones, and I wanted to have some to use. And I tried, like, essentially using and posting about one yesterday, but someone very kindly informed me that the one that I had planned to use was being used by someone else, and etc. Other things. So I'll have to maybe workshop some other hashtags that hopefully are not used at all. Yeah, I don't really know what happened. I guess because before I did it, I looked it up myself, you know? And I didn't see anything when I looked and like searched up the hashtag. But yeah, someone messaged me and was like, hey, it's already being used. So maybe not use this one. And I'm obviously like, I didn't think they were like lying or something. And when I checked it out, I was like, oh yeah, actually you're right. But I don't understand how I didn't see it. Like I looked it up, I searched it, and I did not see those posts until I was told about it. So I don't know if it was like content filters or a location thing. Like it might have been like they only show you things kind of closer to you. I don't really know why, because I didn't see them at all. I had to like manually like go to the person's profile and look at their tweets. I didn't see them just searching the hashtag. Yeah, maybe like a location thing or a content filter thing. But that being said, I think I might need to call upon you guys for helping me check hashtags before I try to decide on them again. Because, I mean, yeah, I even asked, like before and after I did the posts, I asked friends and people close to me, and they didn't see anything either. So I think it was like a location thing. You know, you kind of only see the tweets that are closer to you posted from places closer to you. But thanks for looking out for me, guys. And hopefully we can come up with something soon. It's like a consequence of me just not really planning for any of this. It's all just happening, and I'm not really like, I don't exactly have a brand or an IP. Like Allie is just a nickname, and then Alley Cat is an equally common nickname. I don't have like a VTuber government name. Hey, welcome. Follow this. It's a little stiff looking. But yeah, we'll work something out. The angles on this are not right. I mean, I'm surprised I'm at like the point where I should be thinking of hashtags to use. I'm very happy and appreciative, of course. I think 2 years is reasonable enough to expect for your 3D concert. It would be so cool to have a 3D model, I think. I'd like to do, if I had one, if I had a 3D model, I'd like to do like dance covers, dance content. Hello. I'm so bad at singing though. I don't think I have the voice for it. Let's bump this up. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. And yeah, I mean, I don't know if I should really be saying this, but it's not like I planned any of this or had some grand design of like, I want to debut as a VTuber and do this and this, and then by this time I'll have 3D model and a concert. I didn't really plan for any of that. I was just kind of like, I wonder if streaming is fun. So I tried it and I've been having fun. I think it's just kind of going as it goes, which is nice, you know? It's a very pleasant surprise, and it's not like I don't have things like I'm cooking and I'm working on. I spent, you know, I spent like the first half hour of the stream talking about trying to get live 2D to bend to my will. Got some Twitch chat. Hi Veer, I'm good. How are you? I'm a little tired today, but I'm okay. How are you? Reassuring we could expect a little more streaming. Yeah, I mean, I have been saying that I've been working on new models, and I do want to do game streams, and I'm like just not sure what should come first. I'm like, oh, would it be more fun to watch a game stream if I had like a better model? And so that's usually like the like what's it called, like the paralysis of choice that I'm usually at, where I'm like, oh well, I definitely want my streams to be interesting, but would they care if, or should I have this, or should I do this first? That's always the thing that I'm more concerned about, that maybe I shouldn't be too concerned with, you know. And it's fun, I get to like talk to you guys. I understand little of what you said. I'm still learning English. It's okay. Thank you for watching anyway. Thank you. Not to be like a bummer, but I think something that you realize, and maybe people don't really talk about when you get older, is that a lot of your friends, even if you stay friends, you just kind of drift apart physically, as in you just move away from each other just for whatever reasons. And, you know, it's okay, but like a lot of my friends are in different time zones. for example. So we can only hang out certain times, certain days. One of my friends, I'm really good friends with them. We kind of only have been able to get together lately by playing Monster Hunter on the weekends, and it's like Friday night for him and Saturday morning for us. So it's nice that I can just kind of come on stream and talk and hang out with people. And I always apologize for my time zones and being like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm probably streaming at 1 a.m. your time, guys, but I know you guys are like, oh, it doesn't matter, it's whatever, like, but I'm always like, oh, I'm sorry, you should get some sleep. Yeah, it's whatever, like, don't feel too bad about it, but it is just the thing of, more often than not, friends and family will send me messages at 3 a.m. my time. And usually I don't mind that, but sometimes the annoying thing is, like, I'll get at 3 a.m. and if I wake up or if I'm just up late and I get like a message at 1 a.m. or something, I'll read it, but I'll be too tired, or I'm just getting ready for bed, so don't have the time to respond to it right away. So like, oh, I'll respond in the morning, and then I completely forget by the time it's morning and I wake up and I'm starting my day. But with streaming, you guys just come to me. Alright, we all know what fingers look like. Hello, thank you. Just trying to get this hand to look like a hand. I don't need to go too crazy. Oh, I don't love that, but you can tweak it. Yeah, I experienced that briefly when I was abroad. It was a bit isolating, but I guess with enough time you can make a life in other place. Yeah, I'm just used to it. I'm just used to it now. And that's sort of the nice thing about like Discord and Messenger and stuff. You can just send people messages and they'll see it when they see it. But, right, it can just be kind of tough. Hard to get together and play games online sometimes. Yeah, you know, there's the good and the bad for always being online. Or I guess being available online, right? Glovies on. But lately I've been into sending my friends postcards and stuff, like letters. Postcards usually because they're nice and cheap, but you can send really nice ones. Because like getting physical mail is like really nice. This is a really weird V-shaped hand. I don't like it. Yeah, Discord is great, but eventually I crave the face-to-face. I'm that kind of person that always like flops back and forth between like, oh, we should voice chat, like let's use our voices and talk to each other on Discord, and there's and flipping between that and I just like don't want to talk to anyone. Like, we're on Discord, let me just type that out, buddy. Like, come on. I have a pretty low capacity social battery, TBH. Oh. I just realized you're the one who made the Vegemite Robetter clip. I was so confused I was already subbed. Iconic. Thank you. I'm happy it still has fans. I made it so long ago, and I mean, I still think I'm funny. But yeah, I know I get that a lot. Where it's like, I don't know why I'm subbed to you. Oh yeah, it's because you did these, and I know I keep saying I gotta make more. To make more clips soon. I think like the thing that happened to me with making those clips, because at first, before I keep going, I'll say that I'm not complaining or anything. This is not me whining about anything other than myself, because this is a story about me sabotaging myself. Yeah, there's really a bunch of moments from the recent GTA thing I could pull from. Exactly. Like, I have a list of, oh, this would be funny to do, this would be funny to do. Not only just from recent stuff, but even from like old streams that I really enjoyed. But yeah, what was I saying? I think the way I sabotaged myself was, so when I first started making those clips, like the animated clips, I did it solely to practice using my animation software. So I was learning how to animate at the time, and I didn't really know the ins and outs of my software. So I was like, what's something that I could just do a bunch of work on, like a bunch of animating type things, so that I can learn how to do this and learn the software, but still have fun doing it and not really just keep doing drills and like, you know, the bouncing ball and the, you know, the classic animation practice stuff, the bouncing ball and the bag of flour. and stuff like that. So I settled on like, oh, I could make some clips, like some animated clips, and those would be fun to draw. And I really did not, sorry, I know this is gonna sound really humble braggy, but I did not expect them to be seen by that many people. I didn't expect them to be liked as much. Like I thought like, oh, maybe like 30 people will like this, and a lot more than that liked them. Hello, hope you don't mind me saying this, but your PNG tuber model is very cute. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you, James. That makes me really happy. I put a lot of work into that. The expressions are so good, it brings so much life to the animation. Thank you. I do like to make the funny face. Wait. Yes. So, what was I saying? Right. I initially did them just to practice using my software and animating. And then when that first one, like the Vegemite clip, got kind of popular and people were liking it, I was like, oh, I'll make another one. And then with each one, I was like, oh, I need to practice more animation. I need to like animate more. I need to do this and this and this. I need to try this. And they kind of warped from being like animation practice, because that's what I was doing. I was trying to practice, to, oh, I have to push it. Like every single video, every like clip I did, every next one I did, I had to like push it. And that kind of, I think, sabotaged myself. And then I was just tiring myself out with each one. And just kind of thinking like, oh, this isn't animated enough. And then the other, the two wolves inside me, one wolf is like, you have to go hard, like animate this to like the brink. And then the other wolf is like, you don't even bother with like lip sync. It doesn't need to be that serious. Like, just make one. Oh, thank you. Thank you for experimenting and being curious. It brought us all here. Thank you. Well, I'm glad. But yeah, I think what happened was I just tired myself. Like, I guess I did just kind of like burn myself out on them. And I have a couple clips that are just kind of in my folders that aren't done yet because they have all these scenes in them. And I'm like, I just had to step back and tell myself, like, these funny little clips of yours do not need to be short movies. What are you doing? So I have told myself that because I do want to make clips again, it's just like, calm down. You don't have to do full lip syncs or full ranges of motion. Like, if a character goes from the left side of the screen to the right side of the screen, I don't need to animate a full walk cycle. Just kind of like, boop, boop, boop. Yeah, ambition versus reality. So here you need more whips to go in between. Yep, that is my curse. I have so many. I have a problem of just telling myself, like, just finish this. What's the thing? What's that saying? Like, finished is better than perfect. I need to like write that on a big sign, like on top of my monitor, and just stare at it and look at it sometimes. A GDR on looks neat. Thank you so much. My OC. Oh, I'm sorry, I hid there. Hope he looks kind of cool. I think he looks kind of cool. Don't worry about this arm. That looks like it's just coming out of nowhere. Yeah, great. Good enough beats perfect. Like, just having them done. Maybe that'll be my weekend into next week project. Just finishing one of my whips. I want to make more. I want to keep making them. And obviously, people, you know, like them. You guys came here because of them. So I'd like to make more. Let's draw on the accessories. I hope to see the next clip soon. Have a nice night. You too! Thanks for coming in. And thanks for subbing and staying subbed. It means a lot to me. Also, like, I guess I can say this now, but I wouldn't go so far as to call it like a drama, but on my first, like the Vegemite one on the first clip, because I was calling it like, oh, please take a look at my like my Hollow Stars Hololive fan animated clip. I hope you like it. And then someone responded to me that was like, this isn't really, like, you shouldn't be saying that it's like a fan animation because it's barely animated. And like that, like, I was like, oh no. And so all of my other animations past that, I was like, I have to like really animate this that they can't say that again. Let me move this, and then Eco, get to your message. BT Dubs, Ali, I have some questions about art. I always see artists using different colored layers to work on finer lines. Couldn't that be done in just 2 layers? I'm trying to think and make sure I am getting right what you're saying. I always see artists using different colored layers to work on finer lines. Couldn't that be done in just 2 layers? I don't know if I know what you mean. Sorry, that's not like not your fault. I don't know if I... Yeah. Take your time. I'm just gonna click done. Check some stuff. This. Okay. Did not set this file up well. Let's just be lazy, duplicate that. Can do like in betweens and stuff later. can do some like really, really basic stuff. Let's do a little bit of arm movement there. See how that goes. I had to rip some tape. Okay, so the red layer, rough sketch, blue layer, less strokes, finer details, black layer, final layer, no rough strokes, all fine details. Oh, yeah, I feel like that is personal preference. If it were me, I would try to keep everything on as little layers as possible, but sometimes it's like because you want to keep those details like on top on a different layer because you might want to change them, or you're just like refining your sketch throughout those layers. So rather than it being like, I guess a different sketch, it's more like it's essentially like having like 2 or 3 rough sketches and you just kind of build on top of them. I think that's what you mean, or like what that someone who would do that is going for. Sometimes I do that. I try not to do it on stream because I think it can get confusing, not just for you guys watching, but for me too. Hi. But I usually try to just keep it kind of on one layer. But so for example, I would do that if I was first sketching something out and I couldn't really get it. Like I would do, the body on one layer, and then I would draw the clothes on top on a layer on top of that rather than directly onto that sketch of the body. If I was not confident in me drawing the clothes, for example, because then I could be like, oh, this is not working, or like I've messed this up, or actually I want to change the outfit. Then I could just delete or clear that layer that I've drawn, sketched the clothes on, and then the framework, the body underneath is still there, that I can just start again with just the clothes or something. So like, for example, with this, the one that I'm drawing now, I could have drawn this jacket, like this hoodie, on a different layer. Because if it was like, oh, well, actually, I don't like that, I want him to have him wear something else, I could just delete that, and then, like the body, like the shoulders and the neck and all that, and the arms would still be there for me to work off of. So, I mean, that's why I would do something like that. But again, like I said, I tend to not do that because I like to keep things as condensed as possible, just to help myself not get confused or like lost in all my layers. Like I've said before, I like to have a small layer count if I can. Hydration. Actually, let us do one in between. I can do like a second. Alright, let me just set this up. As you can see, this is in the pose to pose, very unplanned sort of thing. Hi! 8 frames per second. Oh no, hang on. I'm not drawing Roberu, I'm just drawing my OC that has like essentially the same hairstyle, I guess. I'm not an artist, but I see it everywhere, so I assumed it was common practice, but it wasn't clear for me why. Yeah. I don't think it's like... I mean, yeah, I think everyone has sort of their own process. I mean, you can see, like, I've hidden it, but above this, under this, I have this really rough sketch. And so instead of drawing on top of it and kind of erasing around it, I just have a second rough sketch. And then if I wanted to refine it, I would do another sketch on top of that. My bad, he looks so cool. No worries. I don't blame you. Well, my OCs are just my own tastes. But thank you. And I'm usually drawing him on stream anyway, so... No worries, no worries. Thank you. Do like a really simple blank, maybe? I will put those eyes. Those aren't really great. Great. Okay, are you animating it? Have you tried animating in Adobe Animate? Because I've done animating in Adobe, but I've never tried Clip yet. I'm trying to do a little bit of like really simple animation. I usually animate in Clip Studio. I have never tried Adobe Animate. I can't even remember the last time I tried anything on any Adobe product. I just don't have access to them. Oh, maybe it didn't need to be longer. It's like a really simple kind of gift. Like, yeah, and with Clip Studio, animating in Clip Studio, again, it was mostly just because I already had the program. And it was really good for illustrating and doing all the drawings and stuff first, and then going through it. Some other animation programs are a little easier for the actual animation process, but for the drawing, it's very nice on Clip Studio. I think I've said this before on stream once that I used to do, when I was first starting to learn, I worked on OpenToonz, and I liked OpenToonz, but it crashed a lot on my old laptop, so I switched over to Clip Studio. Man, I sure am animating at 8 frames per second. Bring it down. Up. I think, well, I'll try to play around with my clip to animate my stuff. Also, this brown bear will go now. Have fun, my fellow Earth sign friend. See you later, bear buddy. Thanks for dropping in and chatting for a bit. Good luck with your animation. Clip. Animating on clip can take a while to get used to, and again, I think some of the animation features are not as powerful as like other dedicated animation software, but for just simple stuff and drawing and doing the illustrations for it, doing the drawings for it, quite nice. Yeah, maybe it does need to be a bit longer. Yeah, Adobe became silly when they swapped to subscriptions. I mean, Clip also sort of switched to subscriptions too. But I think it's not as much of a hassle as all the Adobe subscriptions and stuff. And I guess it feels worse when a lot of people use Clip for like more personal things, but Adobe is kind of an industry standard, so for work you kind of have to have Adobe software for some things. Like I know some people that have, you know, even though they work from home or, you know, they do studio work, but they are able to do some of it at home, like hybrid home and office. It's like, oh, I need to do this animation, this motion graphic, but I can only do it on Adobe, what is it? After Effects or, I don't know which one. Or Animate or After Effects, one of those. So that's the, I think that's makes it worse. Really simple. I go here. How's that look? Okay. I'll do a little smile. Like, I do want to try doing work on Adobe software programs, but yeah, I just don't have access to them, and I don't really want to pay for a whole subscription just to try it out. Or I don't know if the free trial is enough for me to figure out if I want to use it or not. How much are they actually? Let me like open it. $22.99 USD per month for the annual Build monthly plan. Yay. You can actually buy a lifetime license for Clip. You might not get the updates you get with a subscription, but it's something. Yeah, I have like a really old version where you just buy the software. So I don't get a lot of like the cool perks and some of the cool updates. Exactly. The newer versions get, but I don't have to keep paying, and it has the stuff I need. So that's nice. Yeah, I hope Adobe gets replaced soon. It's so absurdly predatory. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, it's the whole thing about, it's kind of, the industry standard. So if you want to work in a studio, or if you do work in a studio, you kind of have no choice but to use that. And so if you are like a freelance animator who does, motion graphics for companies and things like that, you need to pay for that subscription just to be able to do your work. And that's in a type of work environment where you can't really guarantee how much work you'll be able to get. So it's really bad. Yeah, for sure. I think like a lot of those big mainstay companies that were just kind of like, it's this or nothing, are getting replaced, or at least better substitutes are coming out for them. There's other programs to use if you just want to do illustrations, or if you want to do video editing. You don't need the Adobe ones to do that kind of work, which is nice. And then, like we've been talking before, it's not just Wacom anymore for tablets. They're more affordable alternatives that are just as good or better, which is nice. I think an open mouth is cute. Thing. Maybe a little rotation. Yeah, yeah. I love the fangs. Surprised this character, this OC of mine, does not have a mole somewhere. And now we do the thing that I said before that I was doing, where I always kind of go a little bit too hard. I'm like, oh, it'll be simple. It'll just be a really simple animation. And I'm like, well, what if I don't do that? And in between it. I think something I was kind of thinking when I was working on Live 2D too is that I was like, it's too smooth. Like the frame rate is too high. How can I have less frames? Which I think is not what people usually think. Especially when it comes to like Live 2D and stuff. I'm like, how? It's 60 frames per second? That's too much. I'm like, oh, this is too fast. This is too slow. I'm just so used to like controlling my overstimulation. I didn't want it to. I'm the kind of person who I don't like the like super smoothness of models sometimes. So I'm trying, like, if I get to control the stuff and I'm doing the rigging, like, I don't want my model to be super, like, way too smooth or, like, jiggly, I guess. Like, I don't, just the constant moving and the wobbling. I mean, I think I bumped mine down to, like, at least, like, 30 FPS. And, I haven't gotten anywhere near like hair physics or movement or anything like that, but I'm just like, I don't want her hair to like bounce like water balloon yo-yo things. Like I'm being really careful about that. Not too much movement. I think it can be a lot, and I mean, Ali doesn't have a lot of accessories or stuff in her hair or jewelry or stuff that will all just sway and bounce and jiggle. Oh yeah, I do not. Well, not. I was gonna say, well, like, I don't want her hair buns to just like have them bounce. It would be really funny if like the only like jiggle physics on Ali are the hair buns. But I just don't want it to move. I'm just not a fan of like the over the top movement, like way too much movement, way too much physics. Yeah, it might be like a result of my just like laziness, but I like to work on smaller frame rates and smaller frame counts. I actually thought, like, I think this, like, GIF basically is like 8 frames per second, and I was worried. But I think, like, you know, this is good enough. I'm not kind of gunning for a super crazy, hyper detailed animation. I just kind of did it for fun. But yeah, I just remember thinking about that last night on Live 2D, just like, ooh, she's so smooth. And yeah, like I like the look of my PNG tubers. But I prefer that kind of choppier look, I guess. Your choice of keyframes is actually good. Thank you. I think I'm still very much like a novice, super infant baby when it comes to animation, coming up with these kinds of things, keyframes. I didn't notice your animations were fully animated because the animations came in at the right moments. Oh, hee. Thank you. That makes me feel good. Yeah, I do try to keep them. I think especially because of not necessarily like the burnout, but it's easy to get lost and not really know where your animation should be and like where your poses should be. If you just have like a million frames and a million like in between frames. But I am also just like a fan of that kind of snappier style when it comes to animation. See, this was so easy, and this would take me like 3 days to rig on Live 2D. I just don't understand that. Don't understand that program. Me who downloaded it like last night. Why don't I get how to use this? I'm watching a bunch of tutorials. It's a little both. Like, I'll watch a bunch of tutorials and try to like figure out what to do, or at least know the basics of, okay, use this setting, use these parameters, use this. Yeah, this is how you set this up. And then I'll try to follow the tutorial, and usually what happens is that it doesn't work exactly the way I want it to. Or just something goes wrong. And then I'm like, well, like, minimize this tutorial and just try something out. So it's a little of both. I feel like, you know, sometimes, and I think that's like the best, not to like justify myself, but I think that's a good way to use tutorials, is kind of understand what you need to do and then do it yourself. But I kind of like, as what I was saying in the beginning, like, of this stream, it's really difficult because I think some things help because I'm more used to like doing this frame by frame animation. Some of it helps where I kind of understand what like the in-between and the keyframes need to look like when I'm doing all the warps, but then sometimes it doesn't help because of like, if this would be so easy if I could just draw this and not, you know, push all this like mush around and try to make that shape. And I'm still very new to it, so there's probably ways to do these things, but like, so for example, with the eyes, there's like an eye, you know, you have the open at 100% and close at 0%, and then the middle, like the 50, halfway through the blink is like 50% open and close. But usually I tend to favor one or the other. Like, so for example, this blink, like this in between, so this is open, this is closed, and this is in between. I wouldn't say that these like lids are 50%, you know, in between open and closed. I kind of tend to favor open versus closed. I can't really find a way to do that if it's just like you're animating like a blink or an open and close on Live 2D. Yeah, it's just like, please, listen, let me draw this. So for sure, I think not only would just making a model take a lot of time and effort, so I don't think it'll happen, I'll be done with it anytime soon, but I definitely wouldn't, even if I had like a working, completely rigged Live 2D model right now that I could use, I don't think I would just stop using my PNG tuber models, for example. I like the way they look, and I think there's different, you know, moods and days that you want to use different things for, but that's just my vibe. I think just that very anime look, this very animated anime look. Yeah, the 2D to 3D. One of my family, I mean, cousin, not really a family friend, but it's like friend who's in my family, my cousin, she also does animation, but she does more, yeah, like the motion graphic kind of live 2D type things where it's a lot of sliders and parameters and what's the word? I always get it mixed up with a word that sounds kind of like it. It's a interpolation. I get the words mixed. Something like that. but that sort of style of animating and like all the nodes. Yeah, interpolation. Yes, thank you. That's the word. That kind of stuff is. I think it's also I just don't have a lot of experience with it. It just sort of just goes over my head. I can't really get a good grasp on it. But she's more of like that kind of animator, where she does a lot of motion graphic things for companies, video, move like graphics, things for commercials, social media, YouTube, things like that, which is definitely still animation and a lot of hard work, and you know, you need a good handle on it to make things look good and understanding, and not just like text and graphics, but characters and art and stuff. So she does a lot of different kind of animation, but she does that style, and I just do, you know, frame by frame drawings. So we're do like very, very different. Yeah, it's like going from painting to sculpture. There's shared principles, skills are very different, and the problems are different. Yeah. I think it's just like a different mindset too. It's definitely... It's tough. I mean, I think even just illustrating and animating themselves are very different, and it's a different skill set, and it's a different way to think, it's a different mindset. You know, a really good illustration might not always be good for animation. Like, one really good still picture and one really good animation are very different. It reminds me of, I think it was like from Jujutsu Kaisen like season 2 or something. I remember I saw this thing that it made me really mad, actually. It was like, oh, in the anime they did this, and this fan animation of the same scene did this, and the fan animation is better, but the reason it was like better is because it did like a 1-to-1 same, like, it basically like just took the manga panel and animated the manga panel. And I was like, that's not better. That's just taking like the manga panel and animating that. Whereas what happened in the anime and how they adapted it in the anime was that they just did different like viewing angles of this action scene. So like a 1-to-1 is not always the perfect way to adapt something. And so, you know, it just reminds me of that, of like, a still image that you're seeing illustrated or in a comic might not be the best way to convey something in animation, where you're just watching like moving videos. Especially if it is something like an action scene where like characters are flying around and punching each other and throwing stuff at each other. Or like you can get one clear shot in the manga because they want to emphasize what what they're actually doing, and so that you could see that clearly. But if it's supposed to be like a really, really fast, high-speed fight, doing like still images where you can see like the characters' facial expressions or whatever is not really going to convey what's actually happening. So even that, even just drawing something and doing something that is meant to be animated are very different. And I think even with my stuff, like I like to do a lot of funny things and funny faces and funny expressions. I think they're a lot funnier because it's in a clip, like an animated clip where they're going really fast, and you just kind of see it for a second, rather than if I just drew this funny face. I don't think it would be as effective, right? Yeah, Kimetsu no Yaiba animation is god. Well, the manga is kinda, I wouldn't say it's like bad, but it's definitely different. It's definitely a different vibe. And then Berserk goes the other way around. Yeah. I really love the like 97 Berserk though, like that grittiness. It just looks so good. And I think the new ones, like there was the Berserk like series that they did fairly recently that was really bad, but then they made movies after that were a mix of, so like some of the scenes were 2D and some of the scenes were 3D, and those looked like those were pretty good. But Miura's stuff is just kind of unbeatable, like, and they don't, the fights and things, the action in Berserk is like enough to understand from, they don't need to be like highly mobile. You don't really need to watch, you don't need 120 frames per second of guts. Actually, like a little bit. Honestly. I don't know if like closer looks better or far away. Kind of feels like there's too much empty space to like zoom in, but if I keep it like that, it's a little like, I can finally type. Just finished collecting checks and breaking speed limit and multiple roads. I'm partially deaf at the moment right now. Are you okay? Like, if you need some time, like, it's okay. Please take some time. Yeah, please don't be, are you driving? Don't drive. Don't drive and be on my chat at the same time. Also, don't break the speed limit. Drive safely and carefully. And not be on YouTube chat. Oh, hi. Hi, Sheriff. I don't know if you being on a motorcycle is more or less reassuring. But I know it can be really tough to be on a bike, like a motorcycle, in the hot weather, because you think it's not so bad because, you know, you get the wind, but you have to like wear all that protection, and the protection is really hot. And yeah, like the helmet and the visor and like the jackets and stuff, because if you don't wear those, like, it's not only just dangerous, but it's just like protection and stuff. From what I've heard, from what I know. Okay, good. Yeah, be safe. No one do anything dangerous or bad just to participate in my chats. At the point where I just kind of watch, even if it's just 3 frames, I just watch it over and over again. Okay, good. And also mostly talking about like the differences between different forms of art. Like, I think we started talking about that because I was saying that there's a big difference between just illustration and animation, let alone like 2D and 3D animation, painting and sculpting, stuff like that. Like, they all require different like skills and different mindsets, different ways of thinking about going through your art, stuff like that. Mostly because I was complaining about how Live 2D is just like too difficult to understand for me right now, and doing an animation, like a really simple animation like this, is really fast and easy for me, and I can't just do that on Live 2D where I have to go through like 3 hours of undoing and redoing and watching 5 tutorials to try to get just a simple range of motion. I think it's fine. I don't think we need like an in-between for the mouth. I think probably keep today a little short, but maybe I'll just do a little bit of lighting for now. And let me see. Eyes. Your eyes and hands will be their own thing. Folder here. There for the Sophie eyes. But we don't need to go too crazy on animating those. I'm the opposite. I can understand the rigging. I can't draw the base model worth anything though. I mean, yeah, like, right? That's what we're saying, that you can have just completely different skill sets, and I can totally understand that. Like, I can definitely see like all the rigging and all like the parameters and all that just completely making sense to someone. And it's not like it doesn't make any sense to me, it's just I'll have like an idea of what I want the motion to look like in my head. And it's like, oh, well, if I'm looking, if I have the X value set to here, then like the head shape should look like this. And then I try to do that on Live 2D and I'm like, oh, why is it? It's not exactly that. And so I think it's just matching it perfectly is the hard part for me right now. Just trying to get it to be exactly what I'm envisioning in my mind's eye. I can try as well, though we don't talk about head shapes. I mean, little steps, right? If you're interested in, drawing and learning to draw, I think like you've already got like a good way through. And yeah, don't worry about it. Like, I think I spent like 10-15 minutes just drawing this head correctly, because I was like, it's too round, looks too childish, it looks too young. And I think I just redrew that jaw maybe like 10 times, so don't worry about it. Like, it's always hard for everyone. But yeah, that's cool. I'm a little jealous. I'm a beginning artist that's been doodling. I've spiraled from wanting to stream onto VTube to wanting to make models over the past couple of weeks. Oh, that's awesome! Yeah, good luck to you if you choose to go forward with that. And I was kind of the same, where pretty much in that order. I mean, I've been drawing for a long time. But I was like, oh, I wonder if streaming would be fun. Like, I wonder if I would like streaming. Mostly because I needed something to help me be like productive with my drawings. But as you can see, I'm like not even drawing right now. I'm just talking. So I don't know if that worked. But yeah, now I've been drawing on stream and it's been fun, and kind of doing more streams and talking with people on them and having more fun streaming has like made me want to be like, well, what if I was a VTuber? And what if I made my own model? So I'm kind of in that same boat, and the boat is a rocky ride. But good luck. Well, honestly, if you know how to rig, if like the rigging makes sense to you, and you want to be a VTuber, I think you've got like a good foundation to stand on. Yeah, at least we're working on the intended task. At least I didn't stop 15 minutes in to draw Sonic OCs. A lot of bumps, 4 million layers, yeah. Yeah. But for real, that's really cool. Best of luck to you. In 2D, you can Sakuga unlike Live 2D. I'm sure you can you can go pretty crazy on Live 2D in the same way that you can go pretty crazy on just like PNG tuber software. But I think the hard part is always just getting it to look the way you want to. I think what I was saying before is that at least with like 2D and frame by frame animation, I can kind of control how I want things to move and how fast, and I can control my frames, where I have yet to figure out how exactly I want to how to control my the frames and the keyframes in Live 2D to do the kinds of snappier movements, I guess, that I usually lean towards in my frame by frame 2D animation. I'm trying to watch people to steal some inspirational. I hope I have some things to steal for you. But yeah, I mean, I would still consider myself to be very new, so I'm learning things and trying things out and trying to be mindful of things. I think today, the goal for today's stream was to just keep talking. Didn't want to be too quiet. I mean, I've had streams where I've like a lot more concentrated and focused on my art, so I don't think anyone really minded, but I'm like, I gotta interact. And what's the phrase people use for like new streamers? Learn to talk to no one. You guys aren't no one. I just didn't expect people to come in right from the start. Also, in 2D, backgrounds and mechanisms require different skill sets altogether. Man, if you guys haven't noticed, I like barely ever do backgrounds, if at all. I mean, not even just at animation and illustrations. I'm so... You know, if you've seen like Nozaki, Gekkan Shoujo Nozaki-kun, there's like that one scene where they don't... so like different characters are like specialized in different things. So the characters that they're not good at backgrounds or like try to draw backgrounds, and they end up just having characters stand on boxes because everything is just wrong and in the wrong perspective. That's me. That's me with backgrounds. And sometimes I get really stuck on the background too. Like I'll have something where the illustration is completely done, but I just sit on it because I'm like, well, like I want to do a background. The background's not good enough. And then I just remember that a lot of artists that I like and a lot of drawings that I like, it's just like a white, it's just white in the background, and I don't care. I'm like, well, this artist really should have drawn a background here. It's like, okay, if I can accept that for my favorite artist, I can accept that for myself. I really like the way you draw hair, by the way. Thank you so much. The secret is consummate V's. Just draw a bunch of V's. Big chunks and V shapes. Yeah, the conversation with the void can be a lot, for sure. And it's also like sometimes it's nice to just have a bit of silence too. I also know that for a lot of people that watch me, it's kind of late at night, and a lot of people, at least from what I've been told, will like watch me while they're working or they're also drawing, so I don't want to be like constantly yapping. Give people's ears a break. Yeah. The learning curve is crazy. The risks are calculated, but man, am I bad at math. Yep. As the character floating. Yeah. The Rumiko Takahashi. I didn't even think about that, but basically, the Rumiko Takahashi. I was born, raised, and molded by shonen manga and shonen anime. And I think also there's like a bit, especially with my designs, there's like a bit of like Yu-Gi-Oh influence of... I get to a point where I stop caring about how realistic or if hair would work in real life. Like I start from a place of like, oh, well, if this character, like, I need this hair to actually be real, or if a cosplayer tried to make this wig, like, would they be able to do it? And then I go further and further, and then I think, actually, I don't care. Whatever looks cool, it's gonna be that. Yeah, I see the Yu-Gi-Oh in the hair. I think it's because, like, right, there's a lot of these, like, very solid kind of shapes in, like, Yu-Gi-Oh. Oh, sorry, it was covered up. And, like, Yu-Gi-Oh hair and Yu-Gi-Oh designs. Like, I'm thinking of Judai or Jaden, like, the GX protagonist, he just had this like, and like Joey, like these big, just solid chunks. But I've always kind of liked that. I've always liked that. And then, say like the Rumiko Takahashi influence, I just like the big, solid shapes of hair. It's very appealing. Like, I never really tend to draw like very flat. There's a lot of volume in my hair. Yapping feels the brain. But really everything is just made of triangles. It's all just triangles. If that is my one advice. It's not even, I don't even think that's like good advice. Maybe that's not good advice. Maybe don't follow that. But if there's one thing that I would say that describes my process for drawing hair, it's all just big old triangles. Even Allie, right? She's just triangles, her hair. There's the one in the middle, and then triangles to make the peaks. Line, and then kind of just make like this triangle shape. I was kind of going for these. And then the only round things. I say shapes all the time, but I think really a lot of drawing is just breaking things down into shapes, knowing what those shapes are, and then drawing those shapes. Oh yeah, I mean, I know, like, Crony. Hers are high. Oh, like a drawing song, like in like the Japanese. The Ali drawing song would literally just be like, make a lot of triangles, make more triangles, and 2 meat buns on top. Ali is shaped like a friend. Meanwhile, in shoujo, they have 999,900 numbers. I hate saying numbers out loud. Hair strands per square millimeter. Yeah. I mean, when I first like started learning how to draw, I mean, I guess seriously, like in middle school and stuff, even though I liked like shonen manga more, or not really liked, I just read them more. I always like wanted to have my art look like a bunch of shoujo manga, and I would do that. Like I would really just yeah, and yeah. Oops. All the hairs are. Oh my god! I keep accidentally hitting the scroll bar. Each one, you draw every single one. Every lock of hair. I think like I draw really big eyes too, like even in today's like anime standards, my eyes are really big. But I think like back then, shoujo manga, the eyes were like huge. Is it like Arina Tanimura? I really liked her stuff. And then you like have like the 8 million sparkles. Right, and then they have like really, really intense stories. I'm not gonna continue with this. Well, maybe I will, but on a different thing. Oh no. What do I got? I'm just gonna do it from memory. This is fine. This will be like a line down. What is it like? In my mind's eye. Maybe like really rectangular too, right? I mean, I think I have remnants of that in my style. Oh, I'm so not used to doing anything like this. I don't even know where to start. There'd also be like a lot of eyelashes. Well, now this kind of looks like Pretty Cure or something. And then the eyebrows would be really high and like extend into the head. Wait, I'm cooking. Like a 90s shoujo alley have ears, probably. And it'd be like, yeah, like a million strands of hair. We'll draw like every single lock. Her hair is like tucked over here on the side. We do like the Cardcaptor Sakura thing. She also kind of has the vents, but they're not really like, they're really like soft curved vents. Oh, boy. This actually slaps. Yeah, I think we can kind of go crazier with the hair, right? Right, the hair goes... I mean, that is like a remnant of, like, the remnants of that is in my art style. You can see, like, even on my my model, my PNG tuber model, I like to draw a lot of, like, flyaways with the hair, like, individual strands that kind of go everywhere. I like that. Can almost hear the voice. And then like the back or certain parts of the hair would actually be very simplified and you wouldn't really see a lot of the details and a lot of the hair strands, but there's places where, especially like the bangs, there's like, it's just made up of a bunch of small lines. Right? We can do both. We can do both. Because hair back then did whatever it wanted to. Okay, yeah, no ears. Get those in. And right, have that, and then we'll have like straight across. I mean, yeah, she might have had. I think she would have had like the straight across bangs. One of your side hair bangs are a bit longer than the other. No, they're not supposed to be, but I might just draw that way on accident because my angles are always a little bit off. But they're not supposed to be. I think if this was like an older shoujo, these would explicitly be ears, animal ears. They do? Oh, it's probably just me being bad at drawing. Like, they're not meant, like, one side, like, this side is not really meant to be longer than the other. It's usually just, yeah, like a matter of, I usually draw, like, my heads on a tilt. Oh, no, it's fine, it's fine. Do like a... Seifuku or something. No! we finished the plan. We finished the plan. Look, we did a OC like, short animation. Look, blink and smile. Okay, we did it. This is the cool down. We celebratory. We did the plan. It does look like Tokyo Mew Mew. I definitely did not deviate from the plan. Wink. It's okay, calm down. Right, there's always like the ones that are shaped like this. And like the ones that are shaped like this. The question. We can't have a stream unless I can't end the stream unless somebody asks the question. Just ask, and like, I'm sorry, I don't want to like put you on the spot. Just asking about your ears. Are the ones on the top of your head, right? Or are they just hair buns? The truest answer is that they are ears and they look like hair buns. The truest answer is that yes, they are panda ears. But right, yeah, they are kind of whatever. They are mysterious little forms. Yeah, real answer is they're panda ears that look like hair buns on the top. But like the true answer is I made them ambiguous on purpose. No. It's no worries. It's not like a taboo or anything. It's just like it's like kind of become like an in-joke with chat because I get asked it at least once every stream. And which is great. It's fun. I love it. Don't worry about it. Please don't worry about it. It's more that, yeah, I do get asked it pretty much every stream, and I don't mind. If I did, I would just not, I would just skip your question. But I think the funny thing about it is, even though I get asked it every stream, the answer sort of changes. Not my answer, but everyone comes up with different, like, theories and like lore crafting essentially about what they are. So there's been many proposals about like the true nature of the hair buns and like what they do and what secrets they hold. Yeah, the buns are a product of, this looks cute, but there's no pinpoint explanation for them. Pretty much. Truest answer is they're panda ears meant to look like hair buns. The kind of meta artist explanation is that I drew them ambiguous on purpose, kind of because they were cute and because I didn't mind it either way of like, oh, well, like they could work either way. Maybe they're hair buns, maybe they're ears. And I also kept it that way so that I could pick what I wanted, whichever was convenient at the time. Yeah, they're Schrodinger's hair buns, basically. Oh, right, they're the yeah, like the Gundam funnels, they're bits. They just kind of like detach and they shoot lasers out. I think one of these days I have to make like a full video on them. But kind of going back to, we were talking about me drawing hair and the way I draw hair just a little earlier, and I was saying that I tend to just make shapes and I don't really like, I get to a point where I kind of stop thinking about how realistic or if like this hairstyle could work in real life. I just kind of deviate into like, oh, well, if it looks cool, it's fine. And that was a part of my design process for Allie, which was like, I think she should have ears, like little animal ears. Oh, well, they look like hair buns. Oh, that's cute. Let's, they're both. Yes, the answer is yes. Yeah, we have come up with theories of them being detachable and edible, or they're actually like containers for snacks inside, or they are actually snacks. It's all good. I've fully embraced the hair bun theory crafting. It's really fun. Was that a question? Like, what is my favorite part of drawing Allie? Or is the art, like, is the hair my favorite part of drawing Allie? I'm not equipped to draw like the skinny slenderness of shoujo characters. It exists now and it might just exist later. Actually, I think my favorite part of drawing Allie is like when I get to like the triangle vents and then I do the side bangs, because I think that's when it really comes together. Like, I'm like, okay, now she's real in this drawing now. So I think that's my favorite part. Allie with long hair, I think, would be really cute. I don't think I've ever drawn Allie with long hair because I don't like to draw long hair. The closest so far is I've given her like a ponytail type sort of hairstyle, but I've never had it like down and long. Again, not because I don't like long hairstyles, it's because I don't like drawing them. Okay, how like Heisei can I get with this? Gotta have the big scrunchie. You gotta have the sweater tied around your waist. This honestly is not that different from how I just draw normally. Hi! We should have like a hoge or something. This is like a pretty new model. I finished it up last weekend, so I think I've only just started using it this week. It's my drawing specific model. I like it. I hope you guys like it. I like it because I can make it bigger. You guys can see more of it without it being too awkward. I think I could even make it like a little bit bigger. Like how far can I? I still want to take up like too much space because you guys still want to see the drawing and stuff, but it's fun to have like the model be pretty big on the screen. Oh, that's okay. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming in. I don't know how much longer I'll go on. It's been going on for a pretty long time. And I'm just around for fun now at this point. Just being silly. Okay. Oh, this is cuter than I thought it was gonna be. I keep like mentioning things on the chat, and then I'm like, yeah, I used to do that. I used to draw that, and then I open up a new canvas and I draw exactly that. Okay. Yeah, it's like 2:30 p.m. here. I think that's a good place to call it. Just want to have a chill little drawing stream today. Hope you guys had fun. Good chatting. It's really fun to chat with you guys today. Good way to calm down and de-stress. Kind of an eventful week. There's a whole like earthquake thing and trying out different stuff. Oh. I feel like anytime I start, like, okay, it's my like wind down, I'll do my little like sign off talking, and then every time I start doing that, like people come in. So this time I won't be swayed. Yeah. I have to get better at doing these like sign off. Because I just feel like I'm like, oh, I should say this and bring it up at the end and then forget about it. No, it's okay, no worries. Hang on. I'm calling in 10 more viewers. Oh, I just woke up and Ali ended. No, I'm sorry. No, I mean, yeah, it's fine. I'll chat for a bit. I'll chat a bit more with you guys. Just give me a second. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. Is it morning on your side? It's afternoon on my side. Oh, wait. You're probably not even talking to me. I don't know. But, yeah, if you need to duck out, then... Oh, wait. No, yeah. You just woke up, so it's morning. Yeah, okay, now I'm getting it. Yeah, I can chat a bit more. That totally, like, threw everything that was in my head that I was about to say right out. Yeah, everyone's on, like, different time zones, and I spent a lot of time thinking about, like, when would be a good time to stream, for people, but I kind of just stuck into these hours. It's like the back and forth between trying not to worry too much about, yeah, like whenever you feel like it. Thank you. Well, I want you guys to be well rested too. I don't want you guys to feel like, you know, oh, I want to support her and watch her streams. It's 2:30 a.m., but I'm gonna watch Allie. So thank you guys. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. We're talking about like shoujo manga and stuff, so I wanted to do a really quick old style retro heisei drawing, but I mostly did this today. A really quick little animation, mostly drawing. I'm just chatting. But yeah, I was kind of that in between of trying not to pay too much attention to like, well, what's the best, what's peak streaming time to get the most viewers, and you know, thinking about that because maybe it would be good, or like, oh, more people would be able to watch me if I did not stream at, you know, 2 a.m. their time. But I don't think I'm that fast. It was mostly just drawing and then a little bit of moving around. So for example, this kind of blink here is just the eyes, and then a rotation of the hand, and then the in between is just, yeah, literally in between both of those frames. It's like 3 frames. It's really quick and easy. But yeah, I think I have learned that it's just, I should just stream when I do. I'll, you know, try to keep some consistency and stream the kind of things that I want to stream. And if you guys are interested, then you guys can watch. And if not, then I'll catch you for a different stream when I do something different. Separate later. Well, this is like totally different file, like drawing in itself, and then the way Clip Studio works, like for animation, is that they're essentially, like every frame is essentially its own layer. So technically, yes, they're different layers, but it's more like they're different frames or different cells. That's just how Clip Studio processes them. Right, like if you're on YouTube especially, my VODs will be up, and I've had people, like, I was like, oh, no one probably like watches the VODs, or like I have enough people that'll watch live or whatever, but I've had some people that say that they put on the VODs like before or like when they're trying to sleep, which I like, because there's a lot of streamers that I like that I will watch or put on when I'm trying to sleep. So I'm like, now I'm that for someone else. So that's always really cool to hear. 200 views says otherwise. Rich man be winning. My niche is mainstream now. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Because we were talking about like starting streaming and getting into streaming before a little bit on today's stream, which I don't know if you're there still, but yeah, that was also a part, like not just like talking to no one or talking to the void, but that was also, I think, like even now I'm still kind of, I wouldn't say struggling with, but it's kind of hard to not pay attention to like your numbers, like your view counts and how many people are watching and like how well your videos do and stuff. Like that's always hard to ignore or maybe you don't want to ignore them completely because you do want to check like how well your videos do or like what does well and what doesn't. But a lot of times it's good to just not pay attention to those numbers and just get comfortable with streaming and talking and doing your things while being essentially like recorded or on air or streaming and stuff. And that's still something that yeah, I don't know if struggle's the right word, but like I will look at my viewer count and be like, or view counts and stuff. And I am aware that, you know, I'm not doing like crazy, insano numbers, but also I still consider myself to be quite new and learning it, and I don't stream all the time and all that kind of stuff. Like I wouldn't say that I'm like an experienced streamer yet, but I am aware that I'm doing pretty well, I think, for someone who has essentially just started. So thank you guys for that. That really means a lot to me. I think just being able to have an active chat kind of this early is very surprising and nice and wonderful and a privilege. So thank you. Like kind of just being able to start stream and having that feeling of not guaranteeing, but thinking that like, oh, well, maybe, you know, you guys will be in chat today and I can hang out with and talk with you guys and all that. So that's very nice and very sweet. So thank you very much. And yeah, I don't know, like I am excited to do some other stuff like as I'm going on and having more fun with streaming and thinking about like, oh, well, maybe I could like upgrade my stream by doing thank you for the hearts, thank you. But like, you know, yeah, having like a VTuber model or doing certain things on having things available for stream or interactivity and stuff. So I'm excited to do those. I'm not sure how soon I can get them done, but I am thinking about them, and I'm only at the point of being able to like think about doing those things because, you know, you guys are here and watching me and giving me likes and retweets and follows, and yeah, new follows on Twitch. Thank you so much. Yeah, I like didn't expect that. And even today, just having people say like, oh, you know, I subscribed and I watched because of your like Hololive clips, and glad I could catch a stream and watch you draw and all that. So that is very nice. It's very, very, very nice. I'm glad I'm at least entertaining enough. Oh, thank you. I won't get like any sappier than that. Don't worry. Correct. But yeah, like I'm having fun, and I mean, that's the most important thing, right? Like I'm having fun, I'm enjoying myself, and it's working out for me. I'm drawing a lot more than I've been drawing when I don't stream. So like on just like the baseline and for my goals for streaming, like that's already done and taken care of. It's kind of all the extras that's really nice. And makes me want to do it more and try other things. I don't know, maybe we'll play games soon. But yeah. Oh, I'm curious, what tablet do you use? I use a Huion. Huion? I think I'm pronouncing it right. Canvas Pro 16, I believe. Use this one because I'm just right on it. Pro. It's a bit of an older model, but it's held up very nicely for me. I've had no problems with it. Yeah. It's a pen display, so it's like the kind. I mean, you can. Oh yeah, it's. I have my PNG tuber model. What's her catchphrase? Yeah, it's like that kind of like pen display, so you're just drawing on the screen, and it's pretty big. It's like pretty sizable. I would to say if you're interested in getting something like that, like a pen display, you should make sure you have like the desk space for it, because they can take a surprising amount of desk space, especially if you have a stand. Like, just your whole desk can be taken up by it, and I certainly have that issue sometimes. Play on canvas. That'd be cool. Get money. Not sponsored. Actually. There. There we go. But what else? Yeah, and then I also just get good ideas. Like if I'm struggling with how to draw something, or I'm like, oh, this isn't working, or I don't know what to do with this pose or this outfit. Chat gives me good ideas. And also motivation, like not just streaming is like, okay, now that I'm drawing on stream, I better actually draw. But just people coming in and saying like, oh, I really like your art style, or I really like your clips and your animations and stuff. It kind of helps me, know that people like to see them and want to see more. So I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe I should go actually finish those whips. And yeah, I mean, now that several people have told me on stream today, maybe that'll be my like weekend into next week project. Just do some work, do some clips. You guys have like streams that you would like that are you think clippable? Just like let me know. I've got a couple on the back burner. Because before I didn't really want to work on clips on stream because like I wanted them to like be a surprise. Like I didn't really want to give spoilers. I thought like, oh, maybe it wouldn't be as funny if you guys watched me, draw the funny scene. But I think we can still do a good amount of work on stream, like a lot of, because there's so much drawing involved, guys. There's so much I have to draw for them. So maybe I can save all the most fun, juicy bits to myself, and then I can draw the more regular stuff for clips on stream. I think that would be really fun, because just today, like doing this really simple animation, I think that was really productive for me and interesting for you guys. Maybe it's good to talk about it. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe next week. Yeah, maybe we'll do some like animation next week, and if not, we'll do like maybe Maybe I'll try doing a game or two. I have so many games on my backlog, guys. I'll just use you guys as an excuse to play, to get through my gaming backlog. I actually saw the Ali Sonic Center on Twitter and I was like, wow, that looks so good. Thank you. I was here the whole process. I watched you draw it. I was like, whoa. It's funny how much you get done when someone is watching in general, right? I don't know, sometimes I can be the opposite. Like if it's like work and like your manager's like walking around, sometimes I'll just try to look busy, but then when they leave, I like lock in and I get a bunch done. I don't know, it's like I'm saying this while streaming, but I like usually don't like to be watched or like looked at if I'm working. Streaming is different because like we're physically not there. Like someone's not physically like looking over my shoulder and just watching me draw or whatever. But yeah, not even just drawing, but just like regular, just like work in general or anything. I always get like really self-conscious about that. So I wait for them to leave and then I lock in and I'm like, yeah, boss, I got like 50% of it done when you were on the other side of the room. What game are we talking? I don't know. I've got a couple in mind for streaming. I have a couple like puzzle games that I think would be good because I could just chat in between them, and I really like puzzle games. So it's really like 0 or 100, right? Because on one side, I'm thinking like, oh, I could do some chill puzzle games and we can chat in between, you know, like Cats Organized Neatly, or I have a couple like Picross games. Yeah. I also have like some visual novels that I want to try. I haven't even started yet, but I really need to start reading. But I don't really know how to like stream a visual novel and be interesting rather than just me just read everything to you. And then on the other side, like the flip side, I'm thinking about like other action-y games, like Nine Souls is on my list, and I want to try to stream that. And I know like Wu Chang just came out, but I heard that like performance isn't great on that game, but I was interested in it, and I was thinking about like, oh, that'd be a fun like first big game to stream. But yeah, I thought like maybe to wait and see if they patch and update some of the performance issues. I don't know. Yeah, boss is gone, time to lock in. Honestly, that's what I do. Yeah, the one time I tried to stream a game like as a test run, I got like massive motion sickness, so hopefully that won't happen again. It was like, yeah, it was Hello Kitty. It was Hello Kitty Island Adventure, and I got massive motion sickness for it. And I picked it because I thought it would be like a nice, safe, chill, easy game to test my settings on. Because that was the thing. I was like, oh, I'll pick like an easy, chill game, test my settings, see if there's anything on OBS I need to change or settings I need to like make the quality better. And you know, because it's like the Hello Kitty like Animal Crossing game, I can step away from it and check my OBS and everything, and it'll be fine. And then instead I got like super dizzy. I got like massively sick. At least it's a fun story, right? But yeah, if I do games, it'll probably be one or the other, like an action game, or like a Souls-like, or a puzzle game. It'll be one or the other. I feel like for either, I just kind of lock in too much too sometimes. Like, I'll just not talk, I'll just not think, and I'll just play. But I'll try not to do that. And yeah, speaking of the Ali Sonic Sona and Twitter posts, I know, yeah, I mentioned this before, but been trying to come up with some hashtags, but I still need to like workshop them and make sure they're not used, because I think it was probably like location settings or something I wasn't getting. When I looked up the hashtags that I thought I could use, nothing showed up for me, but other people messaged me and told me like, hey, this hashtag is being used, or if it shows up if you search this, but I didn't get it. So thank you for letting me know, and then I might need to call upon you guys to check if we establish hashtags again. Because yeah, they did not show up for me, but it showed up for everyone else who had to tell me about it. So I'm glad I had someone. I got you. Thank you. I appreciate it. For real. It's a load off my shoulders too, because it's not like, yeah, again, I kind of said this before, but it's not even just that it was just me. Like, I had asked like, can you I had asked, like, I asked my husband, hey, can you search this up and see if anything shows up with for you? Can I, like, would I be able to use this? And he was like, no, nothing shows up, it's fine. And I had multiple people check and none of us got it, but I think it's all because we lived in the same area. And so I think it was probably like proximity search type things. Game motion sickness is annoying. I get that older FOV and older resolution on first-person games. Yeah, first-person games give me a like pretty bad motion sickness all the time. I have learned my lesson, and anytime I start a game, even if it's not first-person, I open up the options and the settings first and see if there's any like FOV stuff to crank up. Some games I just play windowed at this point too. Like, even like Minecraft gave me pretty bad. I say like even Minecraft, but I mean that as in like so many people play Minecraft, but more that like even this popular game that kind of everyone plays, like that's something where I was like, okay, I need to turn off all these things, all the motion and the head bobbing and stuff in order to even look at this game without getting sick. And oh, really? I never had motion sickness while playing, but I see it happens with Donkey Kong Bonanza. Really? I haven't heard. Yeah, I think that's the thing with motion sickness, is that it affects like everyone pretty differently, and you can never really tell if something's going to give you that motion sickness or not. And especially because, like, it's a Nintendo game. It's not like they did not think about that or test run it or play it or see. Because I remember I was talking about this with someone about like getting motion sickness from video games, and I was like, oh, I can't think of like a single like Nintendo game or a game on a Nintendo system that gave me motion sickness, but maybe that's because they really check for it, because like a lot of kids play on Nintendo systems and stuff, or maybe it's because like if you're playing on the Switch, you're usually playing on the TV, so you're a lot farther away from it than you are like your PC screen. So there's all these different factors and different things that like affect different people. So even some games like that other people get motion sickness from, I'm fine with, and then vice versa. Yeah, Minecraft can get bad quick. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how intense like the head bobbing on Minecraft can get. Because I always had them turned off, so anytime I watch like a video or someone else play it, I'm like, oh, why is that moving so much? Yeah, and the other thing with it is that when it hits you, it usually hits pretty bad. Like, even when that happened with like the Hello Kitty game and I got motion sickness, I was pretty much like out of commission the whole day. Like, I had to lie down and I couldn't really do anything else. I just felt so dizzy. like sick for the whole game. And that game is like it's like Animal Crossing, right? So it's kind of this top-down third-person view, like camera angle. So I thought it would be fine, but it's because it switches like camera angles pretty fast and on its own. Yeah, it hit really hard. Some other games have given me that too, like Grounded, Deep Rock Galactic, like a lot of those first-person games, if I don't fix the settings beforehand, I get really sick. I remember Raft hit me really hard, because I mean, the whole idea of the game is like first-person open world, like craft survival on a boat. So that, I think that one was like one of the worst, where, yeah, again, I was like out for the whole day. I had to just like go to bed after that. But I've learned my lesson. Yeah, and then there's a lot of movement in Donkey Kong and all the colors. Like, it's very, if you can handle it, it's really cool to look at. And it's really fun to watch and play, but I imagine if that's the sort of thing that gets you dizzy, it's like almost impossible to play, maybe. Yeah, the motion sickness, like, I don't know if anything works, because I've heard of like the glasses, I've heard of the wristbands you can wear, or those like pulsing things, like it's like basically like a Fitbit or like an Apple Watch. It's just like a watch that has like something against your skin, and it just kind of like pulses against you, or it's like electric, like a really, really weak electric current or something. And I've heard like women that are pregnant use them too, and it helps, or at least it feels like it helps. But I've heard for all those things, it's, people say either like, oh yeah, it really works for me, and it really doesn't. There was a whole Mythbusters episode about this that I watched, and I think even like they said like ginger and like ginger candies helps, and I have those just on hand, because when you're Asian and you're raised in an Asian family, like you just have a bunch of ginger candy on hand for all ailments. I have those. I have actual like motion sickness medicine too, but I kind of keep those on hand for like the last time I used them was to go to Disney. I was going to Disneyland, and I was like, I want to be able to do things at Disney, so I took it. It really worked. I took like the motion sickness medicine. It really worked for me, but it did make me really sleepy. And then once you get over that, then you're fine. But it's like you take it, and then half an hour later, you'll get really drowsy, and then you'll wake up again. Yeah, they help, like even just for like regular nausea too, not just motion sickness. It's really good for nausea or feeling tummy hurty. But some of them can be way stronger than others. The ones I have are not too strong that it's like hard to eat, but they have like a honey center, and I actually don't like the honey center. It's like the honey is too strong. It's not the ginger that's too strong. I don't want to use up all my medicine in case I want to do something like go to Disney. But yeah. What else? Yeah, maybe next week will be animating and games or something. You never know when you have to take a sudden trip to Disneyland. Well, it's also that like the hubris of, no way, I can handle this. I can handle this game. And then an hour later, I'm like on the floor throwing up. Yeah, like a little rat. Also, the medicine can be, it's not, I wouldn't say it's like pricey, but it's like, you know, there's like 6 or 8 in a box. Well, like, it's not like I don't like honey, it's just I don't like when it's a whole lot. And so the ginger candy is fine because it's not too strong, because like you can have really strong ginger candy or even like ginger ale that's basically the same sensation as biting into raw ginger. But like the candy that I have right now, there's a honey center and it's a lot of honey. If it was less, I'd be totally fine with it. It's just like, it feels like you get, you know, it's a hard candy, so you get to the center and it's just like, it just pours out of the center. Yeah, a little too honey-y. A little too much. It's also quite, a lot like right after the ginger taste. And then usually I'm having it if I'm not feeling that great. So it's always like a shock. I always end up doing like a little Zatsu at the end. But yeah, maybe next week will be... I'll definitely do some streams next week. Be animating, playing some games. Oh, think about some hashtags. Ugh. Suffer through Live 2D some more. Or I don't know, maybe I'll just crawl back into bed and then fall asleep and I'll wake up on Tuesday and I'll stream again and I'll just draw, I don't know, something. And yeah, I think that's all I wanted to cover. It really just feels like I don't want to. I don't want to like dunk on this candy too much, but it really is like, it really just feels like a spoonful of honey when you get to that center. Yeah, I think, you know, Geek, that's probably like good advice. I should probably just not think about everything. I like feel like I need to plan things or else I'm just too disorganized and I have nothing, I don't know what to do at all. But then I get into that zone of like I plan way too much and I think about everything and it just overwhelms me. I gotta find like a good balance. Yeah, I think that taking it one step at a time has worked out for me so far, so we'll keep doing that. And yeah, we've got this and the other PNG tuber models, so it's not like I am hurting for like a VTuber model or anything. It's still fun to play and talk and stuff. But yeah, I think that just about covers it. And I'm getting hungry. And it's probably getting late, or I don't know, like if it was morning for you, maybe you have to go to work or something soon. So I think it'll be a good time for all of us to call it here. Thank you again for coming in and chatting with me and always being so nice to me. It's fun to stream because I have people to stream to. Thank you. I feel like I keep trying to like shorten your name and just call you like geek, but then I feel like I'm insulting you. Like I'm just calling you a nerd. Like, yeah, thanks, geek. Whatever. Like, okay, I've got on my chat right now, I've got like geek and I've got scrub. Like, I can't shorten these without calling you guys mean things. Yeah, thanks, nerd. Thanks, scrub. Whatever. Thank you. Have a good day at work. Everyone, be safe. Don't send me chat messages and drive or be on your bike at the same time. Thanks to all the geeks and the scrubs and the nerds and the losers in my chat being so nice to me. Yeah, okay. As long as you guys know that I'm not calling you that to be mean. Thank you. I will see you guys next stream. Have a good night. Have a good morning. Have a good afternoon. And have a good day. Have a good weekend. And I'll see you next time. Thanks again, as always. Alright. ありがとうございました。バイバイ。